Okay, here we go. Shh. Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Well, as you can see, I have the Parentals. They still here. Say hi to the people, Mama. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
Say hi to the people, Daddy.
Hey, you know.
Well, I'm really excited that they are here tonight and they're actually having some fun with me. So I'm really excited about all of this stuff. I had, you know what, I had that paper. Hold on. Last time I'm gonna talk about myself. See, I'm trying to learn this whole technology world stuff. I did not realize y'all caught 30 seconds of that. Look, I got lipstick on too. Y'all caught the first 30 seconds. Lord have mercy. Well, this is how we roll. But I'm so glad you guys decided to join us tonight. And we got some fun things. And again, I'm going to be multitasking. But I wanted to really just put out another disclaimer as to why we and why I am doing this. A lot of times people they get the misinterpretation of what you're doing, but I wanted to make it very clear. My reasons are strictly God. One reason, that's the first reason, and all because it's the timing of God. It presented itself, the door was open. And most of all, if I don't say anything else, I want to provide some happiness, some laughter, transparency, some fun, some excitement. You might get a little juicy ad every once in a while, leakage. If you guys missed last week, you really missed a really transparent moment. And I'm so appreciative of my mom and my dad. They have just, actually, they've been driving me to keep me going. So this is really exciting. And also, we're not here to bash or make fun of anybody or to make, and these are our stories. And the whole purpose is to influence, to be the salt of the earth. Now, I see Miss Hurdle on. Thank you so much, Sandy, for hanging out with me. And Uncle Eddie. Uncle Eddie, say hey, Mama. They can't see me.
Hey, brother.
See, I got two devices going, but I got my girl Sandy. Thank you so much for if you're on, can you do me a favor? Just say hey, because I want to make sure that my parents know who's on and want to acknowledge as much as I possibly can. But before we get into all of that other stuff, please go to iamtrikab.com and subscribe to my mailing list. I try to send out weekly nuggets. I send out encouragement. I send out positive things. I also send out products that I'm selling on my website. Thank you to all of those that have just subscribed and who have bought, purchased t-shirts. We have been going through some stuff. Haven't we, Mama, with this shirt?
Yeah, it's been difficult.
These vendors, I don't know what's wrong with them.
It's been very difficult.
So if you did buy a shirt, look, I thank God for it. We are working on it. We're going to make sure that you get your shirt. It might take us a little bit longer, but I appreciate it.
Right.
So go to iamtrikab.com. See what's on there. We're still working on the site. We're trying to get it going. Things are a little, we're doing a lot of stuff, but just pray for us, okay? So without further ado, hey, Miss Jones. Ah, yes, I love Miss Jones. Tell my babies I said hi. Without further ado, Mom and Dad, again, let me put another disclaimer out there. I have notes to make sure that I'm on task, But I don't know what the reverend gonna say. I don't know what the evangelist slash prophet slash all of these slashes. I don't know. I don't know what she gonna say. So here we go. I'm just gonna be here listening. But again, oh, I forgot one other point. Another thing is, I am Trika B is inviting people into my world. And when I say that, these are testimonies of my mom and my dad, testimonies of my family, testimonies of how God has brought me to this point, this point, this point. At 41 years old, this is at this point. So this is another thing that is exciting. I'm still trying to gather the rest of the family and try to get feedback from all of them. But I want to use what God has given to share some light. And most of all, I am definitely sharing this platform with my parents and my family, the ones that I love dear. I'm sharing it with you because there's so many elements of us and so many layers of us. Hey, Andre. Hey, Andre, Ma, he said hi.
Oh, hi, Andre.
So wait, so if I'm saying hi and stopping, see, they can't see the comments, they can't see who's coming on. I can't see it on my end. So if I stop and say, hey,
Okay.
hey, he said, hey.
Okay.
It's all you guys, and I'm excited. Thank you so much, Mom and Dad, for just hanging out and just,
It's an honor.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna tell off. I really think the only reason why Daddy get a fresh cooked hot meal, his wife cooked for him, so he come over here too, and he eating all these houses and stuff like that, and he can get carry outs and all this. Yeah, it's a lot, and he get dessert and. But anyway, it's a.
If it wasn't good, believe me, I wouldn't be here.
That's a mess. That's a mess.
You know what? Let me keep.
You can't cook, you know.
Well, you know what? Tell the people that because they think the only thing I do is just wear lipstick and eyelashes.
She can cook.
You tell the people.
Yes, he's a good cook. He's a very good cook.
Okay,
She make somebody a good wife someday.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Be nice. That's
all right.
See, listen.
Here we go.
Mama, you're gonna have to do the nudge.
I did.
Okay, you might have to do the.
It was a little too late though. It came out.
You might have to do the toe stomping, but I don't know if that'll work because
no, he's diabetic. We don't want to go to the ER. We don't need to be alone.
Did you see my hand come up because she over here pinching me? Then you will know.
No, I'm not gonna pinch. I hunch.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. We are not the traditional church people, okay? Giving up Jesus pen and the Bible every 19 seconds and all that. We have fun, don't we, Mom?
And the Jesus scarf, yes.
And the Jesus scarf, the Jesus hat, and Jesus ain't nowhere inside of you. We don't do all that. Just let your light shine so people can see. That's all you gotta do. The rest they'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to laugh with all of this stuff going on.
Well, I tried to convert you to be a Baptist, but you hang on in there with Kojic. So.
You know what?
Okay.
Wait.
Let's go
My
to the notes.
Is straight up Baptist. Saints and friends. There is nothing Kojic about him. I have been Kojic all my life, born and bred Kojic, way down in the bones, and all of this other kind of stuff. You know them Baptist people. We're not gonna go there, Dad. Leave it alone. We ain't gonna go there. All right, now let's just keep you trying to. We was trying to get you over to the Kojic side, but I don't think. No, that's not working.
Let's just stick with Trika B. That's what we on his side. Let's stay on focus. Stay on it, you know.
Andre said Bojic. B-O-G-I-C.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Bojic.
Oh man, okay.
okay.
And to all of my Kojic friends and cousins and nieces and nephews, I know y'all felt a loss this week. I did post something about check on your Kojic cousins because we not okay. We have not been okay. My closet is wondering what's going on. My suitcase is wondering what's going on. My heels is like, you ain't worn me in a while. Don't you supposed to be somewhere around this time? What is happening?
Yeah,
Haven't you felt that too, Mom?
Yeah, I went to check on the luggage and see if we were still there. I put it up in the storage, since we're not able to use it. But I just went in there and looked at it. I said, well, I'll speak to the luggage and then tell this thing to dry up so we can get out of here and go somewhere.
Well, Kojic, there's about 97 conventions a year. And
So,
we usually be
make,
about.
Yeah, and we can make our own convention, so that's not a problem.
Well, and really about this time, we be on our 57th convention.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah.
So, we ain't had no convention. So y'all pray, check on y'all Kojic friends. We having some problems.
Yeah.
But hopefully the next 35 to 45 minutes can just be uplifting and fun. We have fun. Even, isn't that right, Mom and Dad?
Yeah, we do.
We have fun. Even if none of this was going on, I have all this stuff. Me and Daddy, Mama, we have fun all the time. So I pray that you see some insight and you try to just say, hey, you can still be cool, love God, and laugh.
Right. Yeah. You don't have to get older and be grumpy.
Because all these deep sinks, is just my nerves. I can't take it. All right, the last time. I'm done. Go ahead, Daddy and Mama.
Okay, it's on your father.
Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Pray. Pray for me.
Well, I think we left off last time. I was telling everybody about how you were my shadow. And that if I went in, I put on my coat, you come over there, put on your coat. You was going wherever I went, back and forth. Now, when we get back in there in the evening, she would sit me down for her to evangelize me. She was trying to chase me over to Kojic Zen.
Yeah.
She would first, I'd be in the bedroom. She'd come in there, she'd bring the chair, come in and sit the big Bible in the chair, then bring all her little animals. I mean, this would be about 5, 6, 7 trips, bringing all the little.
And a doll.
Yep, all her dolls.
Yeah.
Sit them on the bed next to me. And all the little animals and everything around, I didn't know what the shit to play, Noah's Ark or what.
And then, but when she bring them in there, they have Band-Aids all over, all of them had Band-Aids everywhere. You couldn't find no more Band-Aids in the medicine cabinet because Tricky she had bandaged all the animals up for the healing line. So, so she had them lined up, just verbatim. And then I forgot what there was, I don't know if it was my apron or something, but she made a cape that she would wear, and she would wear it lopsided. And she had the Bible. I forgot what was that she made a podium out of? The chair. Yeah, she had her
I thought it was a fan.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. It was the big old school fan. Yeah, you're right. Because we have a picture. We had a picture with that. And so she come out from behind the fan, and all the animals and the dogs was all lined up. So she go up to them and pray for them and just push them all out. So they look like Legos.
They just
fall. She go right.
When she lay her hands on them.
Yeah, when she lay her hands on them, all of them just be falling out. She pushed them out. It was just the cutest thing I'd ever seen.
I was a weird kid.
No, that was the children's home revival.
Oh no. Children's Crusade.
Children's Crusade. Yeah.
Well, I felt like she would follow me and Andrea, And at the time, we were doing a lot of evangelizing and speaking.
Okay.
And at the time, you know, when we have our
That's
prayer
what she would
line,
see.
she would see as the people go get prayer, they would fall out. Now, just as a side note, I want to tell anybody who's listening, I made one mistake when I was during that period, was that the Lord was using me mightily, but with that, it came a whole lot of jealousy. And I prayed the Lord, well, Lord, you know, take that away from me. And he did. That power, and you know, I never have been able to get it back. And but still, I feel like I gave up, you know, that because of man. And you know, I just want to advise everyone who's out there listening, you know, never give in to man, but you know, whatever God has gifted you with, you use it to his glory, and you hold on to it.
Yeah, it's all about, and you know, even when you're raising children, you have to be very cautious and very careful to always teach the child, to teach the child to stay focused and to look straight ahead, no matter what people say or how they treat you. You know, they might not invite you to stuff, or you know, they might not want to speak, or whatever it is. Always let the child know that it's all about staying focused and keeping your personality pleasing, so people would want to be around you. Nobody wants to be around a grouchy person. So you have to try to raise a pleasant and happy kid as much as possible. So we try to influence that in the house by keeping a lot of laughter around, and even as parents, you know, if something got on our nerves with another adult or another situation, we didn't sit at the kitchen table over dinner with our children and talk about people
That's good.
to the kids. So that was our influence. We try to influence our kids to keep a positive attitude as much as possible, because that's what will take you a long way. It'll take you a long way in the church or out of the church, because people will see the influence that you have from your environment that you were raised in.
I will interject and say, I can honestly say my mom and my dad, they did not sit around and talk about people, talk about the reverend, even though I knew something was wrong with the reverend. I knew something was wrong with the first lady, and I sure knew something was wrong with them kids. But they never talked about, I never heard that. They never were two-faced it. You know, at home, all of this, and then in public, they do church. They were not like that. And one thing I can honestly say, I am so grateful for some real parents. Right here is right here. The only reason why my daddy ain't went off on the deep end is because my mama doing a church pinch and squeeze. Otherwise, this would be off the chain. So with that being said, I just wanted to say that, Ma, I appreciate you and Dad for y'all keeping y'all, you know what I'm saying, for you guys being very real.
Yeah, we tried to do our best.
And not only that, but you exposed us to everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, and I have to say this, it wasn't Kojic all the time.
Right.
We went to non-denominational, we went to the Baptist, we went to the Presbyterian, the Lutheran, almost put me to sleep. We went to Catholic. Oh, listen, my mom and dad, they rule of thumb was wherever you find Jesus, that's where you stay.
Yeah. Right.
If they talking Jesus, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, that's where you belong. And I've been in situations where I wasn't a part of Kojic, but I had to find Jesus some kind of way.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was not gonna go to church because they want Kojic. No. I'm just saying. Right. Let's just be honest.
Right. That's right.
I wasn't gonna stop failing to assemble myself because it wasn't something that I was used to.
Right.
I was finding Jesus, and wherever God led me, even in the different states
Yeah.
that I've lived in,
Mhm.
and even being married, I just, whew, I had to find Jesus.
Well, the Bible talks about us being the salt. On that note, the Bible talks about us being the salt of the earth. And so you want to raise your kids as much as possible to be salt. And salt are very little fine, little dots, but they're spread all over the place. They season everywhere where that salt is spread. It seasons whatever it's around, and it tastes just like what it is, salt. So God wants us to spread and season what we have, season our influence to people that are around us, and so that they can feel and feel that love or of influence of God from your being.
Mhm. That's right. That's right. Anything else, Reverend?
No, it's getting ahead of myself, but I
Yeah.
guess I
Yeah,
was
it is.
I was just thinking how once when you were singing at one point in your ministry you had to give a testimony first, and a lot of times you just get up there, you can sing now, but a lot of times I know when God's anointing is on you, you have to say something first, and at the time you went to ministry, and then I said, Lord, she's really an evangelist, isn't she? Because so many people have titles and everything, but they're not that. It's like standing in the garage and saying you're a car. You're not a car, whatever. But I saw she's in the real office. She's not playing. Which I never, say playing is the wrong word, but I'm just saying how real I saw it was on you, and I was sort of, sad in a sense. I said, wow, because I know when you get an office and you're in an office, you have to go through so much stuff and everything. You have to go through so much in the training to get so much sacrifice to be in that office.
Yeah.
Because I went to prayer. I said, Lord, are you gonna do that to my daughter? I said, are you gonna do that to my son too? He said, no, he's just gonna be rich. He's gonna be a giver. So thank you, Lord.
And it's still taking me a while to accept that, because this journey has not been easy.
Yeah.
It has not been easy, because if you guys didn't hear last week, I wasn't a talker. I didn't like to talk. I didn't like to be in front of people. I wanted you to stay out of my face. Okay. But the way God changed that around, it was good. But even now, there's a making and a needing, and it's very uncomfortable. So I said, God, why did you give me that? I don't mind being a philanthropist. I still like doing that, my brother and all this other kind of stuff, because he gets out easy. You know what I'm saying? Right? Is this thing on? Can y'all hear me? Amen, lights?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we don't have nothing to do with that. That's all in God. That's all God's thing. But as you said, you've been prepared. He prepares us. We can be a family, but each one of us have our own different role. We have our own route that we have to take. And then sometimes, he brings us together like this particular situation. But we all have our own different roles and different routes. And then even the kids, when you raise them in the church, it's very important to just pray over them all the time and ask God to direct you and to show you what to do for that kid, because each child is different. They got their own route, they got their own ministry, they got their own talents, they got their own gifts. And so, it's a challenge for a parent to fine tune and direct which way, each child is going, or what kind of mantle is being placed on each child. So you have that mantle of evangelism from your grandfather, and it's very interesting, Artrika. So it's all God, it's all good.
Yeah, it is. I think even with that being said, it has been difficult to accept it because I feel like, you go through that season of you're comparing yourself.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I'm cool with the finances and all of that stuff. I'm cool because I love helping people. It sounds so cliche, but I do.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that I do, I don't talk about it because I have this thing about, and I'm not going to go off on my soapbox, but just hear me out on this one.
Okay.
Whatever that you do for people really does not need an advertisement.
No, it doesn't.
Because you want to respect the people that you're giving to.
Yes.
They might be going through a low point, and you want to keep some dignity with those people. You want to keep some pride, you know what I mean? It's called self-respect. Now, I don't knock people that do that. That's your thing. But for me, and I think we both like this.
Yeah.
We like to do things low key. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's great. Yay! You help people. You're supposed to. Ain't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we need to go out and put a bulletin up to do what you're supposed to do? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, please, respect those. So I've always felt like for myself, because I would see my grandmother and my grandfather, how they would give, and they were so classy with it. And they were so smooth with it, and they kept people's dignity, and they kept people's pride, and they kept, you know what I mean? That to me, that's so sacred.
Yes, it is very sacred.
And that's the thing, that's like a form of worship. That's just me. Everybody don't agree with that. However you do what you do. But for me, I'm really a stickler about that, because you can have a high point and then you can have a low point.
Yeah.
So the best thing you can do is respect people. That's all.
Right. Well,
don't you agree with that, Dad?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got to just put it out on the street and have Channel 7 News and Channel 19 News and whatever kind of Sesame Street News. Everybody know what you're doing. You should be doing that all the time. It's more about what God says and what he sees and how he sees you. To me, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Well, and then even to piggyback what you said, I was kind of reminiscing. It's good not to have to be on that side, and I think the way we're that way because we were always on the other side, in some kind of line with our kids, trying to get some help, and or praying God brings some money, some money by or some food by, or
Jesus can still send some money by. Don't get that twisted. Like, I'm not taking no donations, checks, cash, lunch, coffee. That's not what I'm saying. Okay.
I'm talking as a mother from humble beginnings when you were little.
No, I'm being silly. But I'm being serious. Cash at me.
So it's good to go through those different things, so you can always remember, as you give back to people, that warmthness and that love and that thankfulness of being able to share and not having to be, on the other side.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good right there. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
And just as a side note too, as far as you with Jay and just giving, see, It's not like the devil gonna say, "Oh, go ahead and get rich, and I'm gonna, so you'll be able to give and help people." He gonna have his war, and he gonna have his fights too. That just all comes with the territory. So just like with yours, you had your wars. But the thing is, in evangelizing, you have to have compassion for the people. So that means you have to go through more warfare concerning compassion and that sort of thing, so you know how they feel to be able to minister correctly.
Right. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even I would like to say this is switching it just a little bit. Andrika's first love was not music or ministry. Her first love was dancing. Andrika had 12 years of tap and ballet dancing. I don't know, was you able to find those pictures?
I was, but getting them up, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I'll
Okay.
post them in my Facebook page though.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, but she had 12 years of ballet and tap, and believe she was more better at the tap dancing versus the ballet. Her teacher was amazing, amazing. Her teacher was taught by Fred Astaire, and Andrika was the only. I think he was the only African. No, yeah, were you the only African American?
I was the only chocolate drop.
Yeah, in the class.
In the basket.
So the teacher would always have Trika. Trika was real light on her feet, and so the teacher would always have called Trika out because the parents were able to sit way up on the balcony so they could see the kids down below. So the Trika would always be called out to kind of help direct the class and show some of the other kids her dance moves. It was just amazing to see her little feet go so fast. And her teacher used to call her what was the powder puff?
Powder puff.
Powder puff, yeah, because every time she danced, all the powder would come, baby powder would come from her leotard. And so the teacher would be getting upset because she had to keep calling the janitor in to sweep up the powder off the dance floor. Because some of the kids would fall because they be slippery from the powder being everywhere.
Well, wait. Well, see, listen, I have to tell the people why I did that. My mom, she was a stickler, and she still is, about she ain't raising no nasty, stinky woman. Remember you used to say that all the time?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. So yeah. I'm young, so in my head, I'm thinking the more power, you don't smell nothing. So I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure exactly the correlation, but in my mind as a kid, I'm thinking I seen, Granny used powder, Daddy used powder. Everybody. So we use powder, you don't smell nothing.
But she was doing real good with that, and so good until we had an opportunity to go to Juilliard in New York. And I told Trick, I said, well, I'll come and move with you. I think it was straight out of high school. I said, I'm coming. I said, your dad don't make me coming in, to move with you and everything. But she didn't want to go to New York. She was kind of scared. So.
No.
Well, what was the problem?
You said it already.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to go, but a lot of people don't realize that, they automatically assume that music was just, oh my God. I mean, I've been singing since I was 3, but I couldn't sing then. Daddy said I sounded a mess. That's a whole other story. I'll give him an opportunity to say that. But it was not music. My first love was not music. My first love was dancing. 12 years. And let me tell you, I had so much fun. All the recitals, all of this, all of that. And I was pretty good. My thing was the tap, the modern tap, jazz tap. That was what I was really, and I still have my tap shoes to this day, but I still kept them.
That's good because a lot of times that's good. I'm glad you did because I was just thinking a lot of times we didn't have the money to keep by your feet growing. We didn't have the money to keep buying new tap shoes because those tap shoes could be expensive back there.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then it was kind of expensive, and God just made a way. He just made a way every time for you to have the costumes and everything you needed. God provided. He provided for you to
He
continue
did. He
and do what you needed to do. So I
he
thank
he
God.
did.
Yeah.
He did. And I missed when once it was gone again, the opportunity. I probably could have went on and did some big things, but that ain't the way God wanted. So here we are, music, we use the vocals and we keep going.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Right.
Yeah, because me, when she was growing up, you know how they had the little, I guess they call it junior choir,
Anniversary concerts.
and they would have, little people singing. They always had Trinket leading. And I thought it was more like, okay, because her mother could sing and her father could sing, that's why she up there, because she would sing like one of my aunties. She'd do that little tremble, at the end. I'd be like, oh, Lord Jesus. I said, my poor baby, I'm going to probably be the one to have to tell her at some point, because they'd still be calling her. I figured it was just because of her name, who her parents were. And they'd be up there singing and stuff. And I'd be, okay, when that tremble part gonna come? When we get that out the way.
You said, one time you said, what is that? You got a propeller inside your throat? You sound a mess. Don't do that no more.
Everybody told her that she good, but I figured, they gonna be laughing at my daughter. She don't know the truth. They gonna be making fun of her behind their back. I do some singers, they get them up there, put them on those request nights and stuff, because they want to laugh at them and stuff. I figured, she ain't gonna be like that. So,
Daddy wasn't like the go ahead, baby. Just go ahead. Let the Lord use you. He wasn't gonna tell me that. No, go on, baby, and sit down. You can't sing.
Well, we just kept putting the blessed sword down your throat. That's all.
She kept on, it's like dance, baby, dance.
I kept the blessed sword. Heat up a little blessed sword and let you take it.
Then so one day we'd been out of town. I know in high school, I heard she had joined the choir or something, or she joined something where she was singing with. And then they kept on saying she was in competition and she's doing this. And I'm thinking, Trika, is that the same one who do the trembles in the voice? And then so me and the wife had went out of town. So we came back to church and we came back and we made it, I think it was like an afternoon service. We didn't get there about 4:30. Mm-hmm. So we got there, we sat in the back at Ambassadors. And so we couldn't really see the pulpit. Then I heard somebody singing. Then so I said to my wife, I said, oh, they must have a new girl up there that's singing. She said, that's your daughter, dummy. I said, Trika? When did the change come? She was hitting the high notes and everything, So I said, girl, so I was about to tell her one day, no, baby, you can't sing for me now. You have to ask her to sing for me whenever I preach or do something. So, I mean, really anointed and everything.
Well, we want to give a shout out to everybody that had a part in instructed Trika's voice at when she was growing up. I don't want to call any names because I don't want to get in trouble because I might forget somebody. But we want to just tell everybody that helped with the junior choirs and every choir that she was in. Thank you so much for working with Trika's voice and helping it to be a blessing to people. Is that okay?
Yes, that's good. I mean, listen, I must say, I had some amazing teachers.
Yeah.
And music instructors. and
Choir director.
voice teachers, choir directors,
Yeah.
vocal coaches, the
Yes.
whole shebang bang. The
Yeah.
only thing that I failed at was sight reading. That's a
That's
whole nother
hard.
monster.
That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I want
That
to
can be
just say,
challenging.
yeah, let me say hi to a couple of people. Now, again, just so you guys know, my parents can't see the comments. They can't see who's joining in, but I can see it. And I'm looking on the other side, and we got my cousin online. We got Auntie Queenie online. Thank you. So, Mama, wait, say hey. I told you Uncle Eddie was online. He had to
Yeah.
step away.
Yeah.
Um, we have Miss Kimberly online. I think I see Martina. We had a bunch of people. Look, hey everybody, if you're on here, please say hi, wave, let me know because I want to make sure that my parents just hears you, see you, something. If so, just say hi because they can't see the comments
Yeah.
and they can't see who's joining, but I can. And yes, okay, all right. But yeah, it's a bunch of other people online. Yeah, it's a bunch of people. Probably if I put my glasses on, I probably can see
That
something.
would help. Duh.
But anyway, oh, Auntie Tony,
Oh, Tony. Hey, Tony.
Mhm.
and just Vegas, she said hello.
Oh,
Auntie Tony from California.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, so just say hey, y'all. I'm looking at two screens. So anyway, hey, we got about 10 more minutes and
Okay.
we're gonna wrap this up because um it is time to eat and I want to partake in the pecan pie and finish enjoying myself. So anything else on your list, Daddy? You
Uh,
deep. You talking to God? What's going on? He got that deep look on his face.
Oh, I know. It was one thing
Sister Dedra,
I did want to share. Aunt Trika was having trouble in school with um
focus.
yeah, focusing and paying attention.
I still do. Net brain.
And not knowing, I really should have. I didn't know nothing about it back then. Put you in an art school, but anyway, I would always get these notes from the teachers, and I had to keep coming up to the school for parent conference. And by the way, she never wanted to get on the bus to get ready to go to school.
Oh,
Never
here we
wanted.
go.
She never wanted to get on that bus. I had to get up at what 6 o'clock in the morning to get her to school by 9 o'clock because it would take her that long. She looked like she just didn't want to be bothered with school. But anyway, we
No,
got we got on the bus to go to school. That she didn't like catching the community bus to go to school with the kids. But anyway, we would always get these notes about her daydreaming. That's what it was. She daydreamed a lot, and so we had to do a lot of parent meetings and everything. So we would have a lot of revivals and stuff. Different ministries would come to our church, and Trick was, she was real serious about school. Once she did get in there, she was real serious about it. When she would get the bad grades,
teachers was horrible.
she
They
would come home crying and everything. So I said, well, you'll be okay. So, but anyway, one particular revival we had at our church, and this was, she's going on to be with the Lord now. This was Evangelist Bernice Dandridge. Oh my goodness, a powerful woman of God. One particular, this was in April of 89, I think it was. I believe it was. Sister Dandridge called Antrika out, and she pointed to her and said, all you want to do is do good in school and stay on the honor roll. That's what you've been praying about. and Sister Dandridge laid hands on Trika. And ever since Sister Dandridge prayed for Aunt Trika, she stayed on the honor roll. I didn't have any more. You didn't have any more problems daydreaming, or
I still daydream.
Yeah, well, it didn't get where
Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you.
the teachers didn't bother the teachers where you was getting messed up with your work. So, but you stayed on the honor roll all the way straight through high school. So God, I just thank God for different people of God that have touched your life, and just touched your life and helped you through your
Yeah.
journey. God always got somebody
Yeah.
to touch your life and to let you know that you can make it and that God is on your side. So I thank God for Evangelist Dandridge.
Now I gotta ask you a question though,
Yes.
before we close off. What was the problem Sunday mornings and you trying to help Jay get ready for church?
You know what?
Oh no, that's a whole nother show.
Listen.
That's a whole nother 30 hour or so, because that boy, woo.
He's not online to defend himself, but ladies
Right.
and gentlemen, let me just tell you right now, I have extended an invitation for him to join us because there's so much that we need to talk about. And it's going to be not Ivana Fix My Life, but it's going to be Trika B Fix My Life. Because when I tell you that boy got on my nerves, he got on my last nerve, okay? But before I get on that, I'm going to come back to that. I want to go back to Sister Dandridge for a second. Since that moment, I've managed, and I say this to the glory of God. I am Trika B, so you know. I managed to stay on the honors list, the dean's list, scholarships, all of this other kind of stuff. God has blessed me where I've been able to obtain my master's and going back to school, trying to pursue a doctorate and all this other kind of stuff that God has put into my life. And when I say this, when you're a creative, when you're a very creative person, and I am by nature, when I tell you I am, I'm always like, people that know me know that I can literally have 15 conversations in a matter of 5 minutes because my mind is constantly moving. And most creatives will understand that when that mind is going, you have to literally slow it down. And sometimes the academia part, it slows me down. So God has blessed me where I can take my creativity and going into something that I love, which is the beauty industry, the hair. I've got my cosmetology license. I'm going back to recertify for esthetician and a mastery class and on makeup artist. I've been doing all of this for almost 20 years. So when I say that you could do anything that you put your mind to, I know it sounds after school special, but believe me when I say you can do anything that you put your mind to. And I've been grateful and just excited about the fact that I can take something that I love. And I was having a conversation with someone on the other night, and I told that person, I said, I enjoy being able to make, you're gonna laugh, even if you look like a giraffe, by the time I get through with that giraffe gonna feel like it can conquer anything. That's just a gift that I have. We're gonna put some shoes on that giraffe. We're gonna fix his teeth, brush his hair. We're gonna do something. You're gonna look good by the time I get through with you. That's a gift that I have. And I know that it sounds cliche, but I believe in that gift because if you're in my presence any longer than 5 minutes, you're gonna feel good about yourself. So the fun part about that is that I can take what God has given me, that creative side, and make you feel good about yourself. Now it's turned into dressing. I love dressing people. I love making sure you together. I love, now my dad, we still working on him, saints. Y'all keep him lifted.
You're working.
You get what you want. infomercial. IamTrikaB.com. Go and buy my shirt. I'm telling you, there's power behind that. The next series that we have, we will talk about that. We will talk about that, how that started. I didn't just wake up and say, oh, I'm just going to start doing this. No, for much is given, much is required. So if you need my services for this holiday season, I know we can't go nowhere, but look, you're in the house. Put on some lipstick. Put on you a tuxedo. Put a lash on. Do something. Walk around the house. Get yourself whatever it is. I don't drink, but some saints drinks. But hey, whatever you do, you're doing well. But all I'm saying is, I enjoy shopping for people. I enjoy dressing people. I enjoy taking what you already have and giving it a facelift. That's what we're going to call it. We're finding the beauty in everything. Right. If it's from the dollar store to Bergdorf's. Look, whatever it may be, and everything in between, you're going to feel good about yourself. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot say enough. Go to my website, IamTrikaB.com, and subscribe. Get on my mailing list. We're going to take this video and we're going to eventually put it on my YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel. A lot of the past videos that we've done, they're on that channel. Check them out. Let me know. Please share this video. Please share this live. Please share it. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad, for hanging out with us. They keep me going. If nobody else rides with me, let me tell you, the Reverend and the Reverend. Y'all don't know, my mom is a licensed ordained minister. Y'all didn't know that, but she can do weddings too. She ain't coming to your house because of COVID, but she licensed, okay?
Yeah.
She, thank you so much for being so supportive and hanging out and just coming to the house and just having fun with me. It's been such a blessing. Let me encourage you guys, stay safe. Whatever it is, please obey. Whatever you got to do, obey. Put the mask on. Put it on. Why are we still talking about this? 19 months later. Come on. Do what we need to do so the mayor can stop fussing. The governor can stop fussing. All these sign people, they need to break. We need a break, okay? We want to go back outside like normalized people and enjoy ourselves. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Amen.
That's true.
Now that I got that out of my chest, I feel like my pressure going up. Listen, there was a kid and the mother last night. I went to the store. Listen, I don't think they understand 6 feet or 60 feet. I don't know. Or 6 inches. They don't know.
Your blood pressure's still boiling from that, I think.
Neither one of them had on a mask. And they smiling like it's gonna be a lovely day. Do you not realize it's COVID? You know what's going on? She's like, oh my goodness, we're just having a great time. And all of this, she got spit and saliva just going everywhere. I said, Mama, stay out of that aisle. And the kid, he running all over the store.
All over the store.
I said, Mom, if we don't hurry up and get out of here. And he looked like he had COVID. I don't know what that little boy was doing. Anyway, let me stop because y'all can see that still bothering me. I got to check my pulse.
Well, anyway, that's a little.
I'm sorry, that just got on my nerve. I'm like, do we need to say?
We want to keep our mask on and put them on the kids. We want to obey the laws of the land.
We don't need to tell y'all to vote because that's over with. Praise Jesus.
Yep.
Y'all, for real, thank you so much. This is all in humor. We're having a good time because I'm tired of CNN. I cussed that thing off. the Fox, ESPN, all the names, the alphabet. I don't even watch it no more because everybody's saying the same thing. Somebody mad, somebody upset,
Over and over
and over and over again. All of that. So this is fun. We want to enjoy ourselves and have a good time. I love all of you guys that have supported. Please take the time. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my website. I am Trika B. Thank you so much. I hope to see you guys soon. There's going to be a lot more of this. My parents, they're the anchor for everything that we're doing right now. So with that being said, I love y'all, everybody that tuned in. Thank you, Mama and Daddy.
You're welcome.
Knowing them, they probably gonna be back. I don't know if we did everything, but you know what? Let's give a round of applause for the Right Reverend Monster for allowing. He did good today. Yay! Yes, I was so nervous. You know what? That prayer helped, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. We
Yeah,
came
that
on
was-
through. We came on through.
Thank you. He gonna get me after this. Ain't nobody scared of him. I love y'all.
Arr.
Have a fantastic Friday. Thank you for the support and continue to pray for this nation. Keep laughter going. Have a good time and enjoy this night. And thank you so much. I'll see y'all next Friday.